Little t trauma.
The little t trauma.
Little t trauma.
Little t trauma.
Small t trauma.
So I'm friends with a couple of psychology majors, and something that I've heard recently is this weird contemporary distinction between small t traumas and big T traumas. This idea is getting a lot of traction recently. It's especially popular among the demographic of white women who pretend to have Tourette's and among guys who pee sitting down.
Where some people have a big T trauma, meaning it's like a wave, like a huge wave that wipes you out, like I was in a plane crash, or our house burned down when I was a kid, or I went to war.
It's like direct causal, you know what it is. I stepped on a grenade or whatever, and
my life was blown up.
Fucked, yeah.
But then there's little T's that people don't talk about, and that could be like, I moved a lot as a kid. My parents got divorced. I was bullied for a year in school. I got laid off. Like, we don't talk about those things as being traumatizing, but they still are, because if you think of it, like if we're thinking of waves in the ocean, like you can get a big tsunami of a wave and knocks you down, pulls you out, right? But a bunch of little waves, you can't get your footing. It'll slowly knock you down.
All right. I don't want to be like a dick here, but from how she described small T trauma, it just sounds like regular life.
So I understand the need for language to explain what someone is going through. So I understand that's what they are doing. They're filling in the gap for words that we don't necessarily have, because it's like, oh, I got bullied a little bit as a child. Like, that's definitely going to affect you. So they're trying to, communicate that, yes, this does have an effect on you. And I would say to an extent, it might put you back if you don't actively do something to like move on from that or to grow from that. The waves thing just kind of sounds like you're a little helpless.
What I don't like about that wave analogy is like a bunch of small waves coming at you. That's life, Life's hard a lot of the time. What are you supposed to do, right? You're supposed to avoid it? You're gonna have difficulty. The person who has encountered more small waves, tiny traumas, that's the person who's gonna have the strength to deal with the bigger issues. Whereas the one who's never had any small waves, they're gonna be kind of pissy and pathetic.
Oh, God!
Maybe the difficulty with the language of small t trauma, it paints it as more negative than it needs to. The reason why I don't like this idea so much is you can't avoid difficulty. And I'm not trying to belittle anybody's situation or anybody's experience. All I'm saying is life isn't easy. In fact, it can be really, really hard. And you can't go around it. You can't escape it. All you can do is go through. You can let that be something that drags you to hell, or you can let it be like a purifying, sort of cleansing thing that makes you stronger, that conditions you to deal with the heavier waves.
Like the fire used to purify metals and stuff.
No, exactly, yeah. So I guess it is however you take it. It's your disposition that changes it.
Yeah.
I am really curious though, why we're emphasizing this, small T traumas. Especially when I haven't really seen anybody present any solution to the issue of small T traumas. All they're really saying is, oh, you have small T traumas, or you've dealt with small T traumas in your past, and they just leave it at that. I don't know why this is something that our culture has really resonated with. I'm not sure. Tell me what you think. I'm actually curious. Why are we doing that? Why do we like this idea so much? All right, peace.